We're in a point in the market that people have never made better money. Cattle prices are as good as they've ever been. And in that, it takes a larger volume of dollars to make everything go. So when you're looking for a lender for cattle, I definitely would be looking for someone that understands the cattle cycle, the highs and lows, the ins and outs. And as a borrower, I borrow money to feed cattle myself. So, collateral is always first and foremost. But cash flow, I would say, is even more so important than collateral. You need to be able to justify the fact that you can buy them and then pay for them plus a little bit more, and it doesn't always work that way, but close. But you need a good relationship with your lender. That's the key. You can find the numbers and work hard and make the numbers improve over time, but that relationship really is the key of a really good long-term lending relationship, as I keep saying, with a lender.
Now, when you look at different folks who may come in and say, I'd like to borrow some money, maybe one's a cow-calf operator, maybe one's a feedlot operator. What are you looking at as far as their differences?
Well, definitely the feedlot or stocker or backgrounder finisher, that's a different set of liquidity compared to a cow-calf operation. So, you're looking 8 to 10 months depending on what you're doing. So that takes a larger cash flow requirement. You're turning that money that much quicker, you're putting that many more inputs into those cattle. On the cow-calf, that's a long-term business plan. All cattle is a long-term business plan. However, those mama cows, when you sit down and actually crunch the real true costs of what it costs you to run a mother cow on grass, and the winter feed, of course, is the highest expense, but it takes a while to pay for those cows. So we're looking at their ability to cash flow through the year. What are those calves projected to be worth when they sell them off the cow? Another very important thing, both for cow-calf and for feeder stockers, is, are they using price protection? There's market tools out there to help you set a floor. Or are you proactively using those, or are you just taking it as it comes? And both things can be successful, but bankers like to be safe. So that, and I think it's good for the operator too.
How about your operation? Tell me a little bit about your operation at home.
So I'm a first-generation guy. My family got out in the 80s, and first generation started out in cow-calf. I live in Warren County, so Warren and McDonough County, some of the best farm ground in the state. So row crop wasn't anything that I would be able to compete in very well. So cows are what I love anyway. So it worked out well, but run a little bit of pasture and some stocker calves. I was cow-calf up front, and then as my day job expanded and we had some kids and I realized the time was shorter than I thought and things like that, I switched over to, now I'm running grass calves through the summertime. So I'll start buying them in January, February, putting them together in a shorter winter feeding period, and then I'll grass them till August, September, early October, somewhere in there. So this is my second year doing the stocker calves. I thoroughly enjoy it. My wife seems to be a little bit happier with the cattle situation at home, so I think I'm winning on both fronts.